Okay, dear. As you well know, I always kid around and say when I grow up, I want to be a copywriter because I've studied so many of the greats, and one of the greatest, who's sadly no longer with us, Gary Halbert, once
Mm,
said, if you're going to make it in the big old wide world as a copywriter, you have got to create your own stuff, write your own letters, and get
hmm.
results before
Yeah.
you go and say you'll do it for someone else. And it was very interesting to see you saying the same thing here. Have you spent your own money running your own campaigns? Man,
Absolutely.
that's a question and a half. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yep. Well, it's all too easy for agencies or managers to spend the money of their clients. And I mean, this is something that I try and well, I remind prospective clients about this and clients about this, which is, hey, I'm spending your money. You
Mm,
know, I'm a stranger. Do you trust me to spend your money? What makes you trust me enough to do that?
mm,
And so when we get started in all this, so money is really, really serious. And I am spending money with every click. Now, if I don't take that seriously, then I'm just going to spend the client's money, and you know, I've seen it happen that there's no results being tracked out of that. You don't know what you get in exchange for the money that you spend, and I'm obsessed with the whole profitability side of things in the nature of the work that I do and the clients that I work with. Um, the point is about spending the money. The ultimate way of learning this whole thing is spending your own money. You know, as an agency, I got started in all of this because I was spending my own money. I got laid off in 2001 and I started a consulting agency, and what I used to do in those days, IT and telecoms support and consulting. And that's what got me into running ads on Google AdWords for the first time in 2003. And it was costing me money. Now, it was drastically cheaper back in those days and nowhere near as competitive. But the point is, I was spending my money to figure this stuff out.
mm,
And then I started, you know, promoting not just my own business services, but when I got started to get really interested in this whole, you know, paid advertising thing, this whole PPC thing, um, I also worked with other promotions of things, you know,
mm,
and spent my money on clicks, advertising stuff.
mm,
So that means that I really do have an eye on what I'm spending
mm,
and why I'm spending it, and I only spend it if I'm very confident that it's going to be useful spend. It either brings in sales, leads, revenue, or it does the you know, almost instant real-time market research that we have to do to figure out who's out there looking for what we've got, what are they interested in, how much is it going to cost me to you know, get the message um, in front of them and clicked on and to my website, and what happens then.
mm. I guess it's like certain financial advisors who don't have their own portfolio,
Well, this is the thing.
yet they're asking people to shift over
Yeah,
great sums of money and put it in here and put it, and meanwhile the financial
yeah.
advisors themselves aren't investing
They're
in some
not
of those
doing it.
areas.
Yeah,
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 yeah, yeah,
absolutely
yeah.
true. And I mean, I was kind of, I was kind of put in mind of a slightly different scenario a while ago when I joined a gym and started going along, and I was in there and I saw the, you know, so here you are in the gym, and you're doing your workout, whatever it is, and exercising and sweating and what have you, and you see other people come in who've got personal trainers. So somebody will come in, and a guy or a lady who's obviously their personal trainer comes over to them and starts putting them through their paces and so forth. And I'm like, well, these personal trainers are young, fit, slim, you know,
Mm,
all this. And I'm thinking, you know, if I if If I came in and had a personal trainer who was grossly overweight and couldn't do what he was trying to show me what to do, I'm like, well, what on earth are you doing training? You
They're
don't.
not living the message, are
You're
they?
not living. You're not eating your own cat food
Yeah.
as Google call it, or eating your own dog food as Microsoft call it. You're not doing it yourself. So how on earth why on earth should I trust you that you know what you're doing and you can coach me on it?
Interesting. And so therefore, your advice very much in line with the bullets and what we had spoken about is that when, if you are looking to take on a consultant, a manager, an agency, it would really serve you to ask them, hey, look, have you actually spent your own money? And then the
Yeah.
flip side of that is, for the agencies and the managers and the consultants out there, you're actually saying to them, hey, listen, get your wallet out and find some different ways, different
Mm.
initiatives, but spend some of your own cash so you can understand and learn it. And above all, you can look, potential clients in the eye and actually say, hey, listen, I really have walked the walk here.
Yes. I
Mm,
think it's the ultimate is that you've done it. It's not. There is so much that I read where it's clear that whoever's writing this stuff about whatever it is in the AdWords field, they're just trotting out theory or opinion, you know. And I've been doing this for 10 years now, and I'm connected to, a not terribly huge, but really seriously high level group of practitioners of this stuff.
mm,
And none of what we do is theoretical.
mm,
It's practical, it's what we've done, it's what we know works, or even more importantly, what we know doesn't work. And those are the two things that you've got to combine in what you do when you're running, a marketing campaign like this. You've either got to plug in what you know doesn't work, or could work, or does work, straight away and test it out with that client. And it's not theoretical. It's real. It's practical. It's useful. It's valuable.
fantastic. Okay, I think that's a great way for us to round this one up. And in our next one, and I'm really looking forward to this, it's that question that is often asked, and maybe some agencies are very quick to say yes, 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 we can do it all. It's the question of saying, is it just Google AdWords management that you do, or do you do
Mm,
other things? So I look forward to
yeah.
speaking to you about that.
Yeah, it's a good one.